Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm doing tech and I'm being Miss Stacy, which is not the usual case. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Pardon my technical difficulties. I promise the kids are better than me at this. Okay. Hello, everybody. I am Miss Stacy. If you don't know who I am, I'm the artistic director for TCA Riverside. And I have been lucky enough to be with these kids for just 2 rehearsals. So last week's rehearsal, and then we had a brief dress rehearsal, which was basically a tech rehearsal. That's all I've been with them for. But I have had the pleasure of having a wonderful acting coach on staff, Miss Leah, who we will introduce in just a few minutes. This class started 6 weeks ago. They met on Tuesday afternoons, just once a week. It's our first ever intro to Shakespeare class. I knew that I had to find somebody who could teach Shakespeare because I know that it's important, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I also know that I am not the strongest at Shakespeare. So luckily, we have a wonderful acting coach who I'm going to bring on screen with us right now. Am I? Hold on. I see her. Let me get her up here. Here she comes.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Leah. Okay, Miss Leah, so I would just love to know why Shakespeare. Why do you think it's important?
Absolutely. Shakespeare is very much a foundational part of any actor's career. People say, to learn dance, you start off with ballet, some of like the staples and the core things that you should know so that you can build off from there. And that's definitely what Shakespeare is. Shakespeare, it's been said by many, many people that if you can act Shakespeare, you can act anything, with characters that are larger than life, stories that are wild and yet have lasted for these hundreds of years. They're still accessible.
Accessible is a broad word because it's taken me 2 rehearsals to know. Okay, so I would just like to know, did you have any struggles with teaching young actors Shakespeare? And if so, can you elaborate on that?
Sure. There really weren't any type of like major issues that came up with teaching young actors. I would say that with younger actors, teaching Shakespeare is kind of twofold because you're not just teaching experienced actors the art of Shakespeare, it's teaching the art of Shakespeare as well as trying to help out with different acting choices and helping them build on the foundation of just creating a character and making bold choices and all of the stuff that comes in with regular performance. You're then adding a layer of learning, archaic language as well.
Archaic language is like spot on. A whole new language, it feels like.
Yeah.
Okay, so amongst the struggles, what would you say are some of the triumphs you felt, I guess, through this class?
Sure. I mean, it's really great seeing the discovery process. I think that's very fulfilling. But also for me as an instructor, watching the kids work through and like figure out their characters, but also to some of the ways that they've approached what is happening to their characters, some of the emotional responses or even the delivery of some of the lines. I've never heard them delivered like that. And I think it's because it's, they've seen such little Shakespeare, and especially I don't know that there's really anybody that's seen very much of A Midsummer Night's Dream. They're coming at it with a totally fresh slate. So seeing it all with these brand new eyes is just invigorating.
Cool. Okay. So I'm going to bring our cast on so they can wave vigorously at the screen. And then Miss Leah is going to give us a quick synopsis and help us. They're all coming. Here they come. They all are coming and waving ferociously at their family members. Okay, so Miss Leah, while they're all waving and being cute, can you give us a brief synopsis of what we're about to see?
Absolutely. I've written up a little something just to make sure I don't miss any important points. So I'll go ahead and read that for you guys now. A Midsummer Night's Dream is known for a man with a donkey's head, the warm forest under the stars, and of course magic and fairies, as well as love and chaos. No scene shows that more than the scene we present today, the lovers' quarrel. Just before this scene takes place, Hermia and Lysander have agreed to run away together, so Hermia isn't forced to marry Demetrius, who just happens to be the love interest of her best friend, Helena. As Lysander and Hermia run away into the woods, Demetrius tries to find them and stop the elopement, and Helena's love for Demetrius compels her to follow them. In the search, a trickster spirit named Puck enchants both Lysander and Demetrius, and both of their devotion towards Hermia is now turned towards Helena. And of course, such a stark shift in affection causes confusion, fighting, and more Shakespearean taunts than you can keep track of.
Great. Thank you for that. So that is a brief synopsis of what you guys are about to see. We have two casts that are going to be reading the same scene. So if you miss something in the first reading, I'm sure you will get it in the second reading. So I'm going to go ahead and take everybody off screen except for our two openers, which are Charlotte Barink. Oh, I'm going to say everybody's name who's in this cast. So we have Charlotte Barink, Jacob Rogers, Ariana Zapata. I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, great. I feel like it's a test. And Logan Mainwaring. I'm going to have to say that every time. Mainwaring. Okay. So that's in our first cast. And then right after, stay tuned. And then we will switch to our second cast. So here we go. Give me a minute. They are going off screen.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn?
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? My oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when I swore to her. Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you. What's that?
Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, now let me kiss this perfect princess, the seal of bliss.
O spite, O hell, I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in soul to mock me too? You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind. Demetrius, be not so, for I love Hermia. With this I know you know.
Lysander, you are unkind. Keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. And now to Helen is it home returned, there to remain.
Look where, Helen, it is not so.
Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why seekest thou me? Could not this make me thee know? The hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy, injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Is all the counsel we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, is all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join in men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
I do, persever counterfeit sad looks, but fare ye well, 'tis partly my own fault.
Stay gentle, Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Helen, I love thee. By my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, whereto tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing, let loose.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate?
Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, in faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame? Fie, you counterfeit. You puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures, she hath prevailed with him. How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak. How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes.
When she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you bead, you acorn.
Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Thou shalt abye it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow if thou darest to try who's right.
You mistress, all this coil is long of you.
Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
Why should you think that I should mean scorn?
These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore. Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
O Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect divine, to what my love shall compare thine eye. Crystal is money, oh now let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
O spite! O hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. Can you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so, for you love Hermia, and this you know I know.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone, and now to Helen it is home returned. There
Helen,
to...
it's not so.
Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by my eye, Lysander, found. My ear, think it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
I do! Persevere, counterfeit sad looks, but fare ye well. 'Tis partly my own fault.
Stay gentle, Helena. Hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Hang off, thou cat, thou burr, vile thing let loose.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this? Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
What? Should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate?
Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You thief of love, what have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, I faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet you.
Puppet, Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath prevailed with him. Now how low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach into thine eyes.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you bead, you acorn.
Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Thou shalt abide it.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try who's right.
You mistress, all this coil is in long of you.
Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed, and know not of what to say.
Great job, everybody. I'm going to bring everybody back on. Go ahead and keep yourselves on mute, but wave ferociously. Let's take bows. Let's get everybody back on screen. I think that's everybody. Great. You had some wonderful guests watching. If you guys want to throw some love, I can throw them up on the screen for you. Do you guys want to do any shout outs? One at a time, okay? One at a time. We'll start with Maddie Adams.
I just want to give a shout out to my mom and dad because they're awesome.
I love it. Okay. Daphne?
I want to give a shout out to my mom and my dad. Thank you for supporting me on my journey. And I also want to give out to my shout out to my friends. Anna Sophia, I know you're watching. Thank you. Alejandra, thanks for watching. Thank you, all of my friends.
Love it. Okay, Miss Leah, do you have any shout outs?
A shout out to my amazing cast. Let's talk about how fabulous those performances were. You guys did some great work, and it definitely showed. I could not be more proud of you guys.
All right, Ariana. You love how I'm making everybody do a shout out now. I said, do you want them? And now I'm just calling you guys out. Ariana, you have any shout outs? You want to shout out your mom for getting you on StreamYard? Yes. Shout out to Ariana's mom for helping us with the technical difficulties. Logan, do you have any shout outs?
I'd like to thank both my parents for going over lines with me over 100 times.
Love it. I love it. Jacob?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my mom and my dad.
Love it. Okay, Shar?
Okay, I'm going to shout out my mom. Hi, Mom. Love you. You're the best. And Miss Leah, because she helped me with this when I was very confused on everything. So thank you. I appreciate you.
Good. And I have to say, guys, I am far from a Shakespeare expert, and I feel like I understood what was happening in that scene. So, Miss Leah, props to you for helping them with this. Props to this cast for our first Shakespeare class ever. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you to all. I think we had 25 at one point that were watching that tuned in. I so appreciate it. And yeah, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TCA Riverside. I'll put some stuff up at the end. But thank you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.